This is your underlying energy. And I feel like this week, what you're being urged to look at is, I think, not even urged, I think you will, that's what happens, is it's over. Whatever happened, it's over. It's finished. It's gone. It's done. Have a look at him. Like usually, traditionally, the 10 of Swords is that person that's lying in the dirt with 10 swords in their back, right? This guy doesn't. He doesn't have 10 swords in his back. They're out. But they're kind of floating around him. So is it the ghost of past, misdeeds and the bad things that happen, betrayals, deception, whatever? Because this is the aftermath. I don't see it in the 10 of Swords. I don't see it happening. I don't see, this is not where it is. This is dealing with the afterwards. The bullshit has already happened. This is dealing with it afterwards. And is it the memories of what happened? Is it, the thoughts, the fears that you have around, oh God, what the hell happened? How did that happen to me? That kind of energy. Now, the reason I kind of go into that more with when I use this deck is have a look at him. He's got these bindings around his wrist, right? Except they're not tight, like they're loose, they're hanging. He's holding his hands together. They're not tied together. He's holding his hands together. So it's like he's bound. His hands are tied, right? By what has happened already. But he's free. Then hands aren't actually bound together. Someone might have cut him loose. He might have cut himself loose. But he's still trapped there in the memory of what happened. But don't worry. Everything else is. So I get the sense that this is about you. I don't know if I want to go forward. I don't know. Everything went to pot last time. But have a look at this. You have the Six of Cups coming up here as the Six of Cups is the heart of the reading. That's the focus. That's what we're dealing with or what we want to head towards with the Six of Cups coming up here. So the 10 of Swords is saying the worst is over. It's time to pull those swords out, and they're already out in this deck, and move forward. A new day is dawning. It's time to begin something new now, to begin a new cycle. That cycle is completed. It's finito. We have 10 of Cups there as well. However, with the Six of Cups coming up here, that's your goal first. Six of Cups is nostalgia. It's looking back. I get the sense that some of you, and please don't shoot the messenger, something that you can either focus on the shit that happened or you can focus on happier times, happier memories. Before everything went to crap, it was happy. It was good. Six of Cups is, it's before, I would see it as before the loss of innocence. It's childhood, right? When we are the most innocent. Our emotions are innocent. It's like childlike joy. Now, what some of you are doing is the combination of this is looking back and thinking, well, the happiest days are in my past. I'm never going to be that happy again. It's not going to come in again. Others of you you can use this to manifest a beautiful future. I mean, these are beautiful memories of the past, right? But what you're doing with that is, you can use that, get in that vibration to create even happier memories in the future memories, right? If that makes sense to you. Things that are going to happen even better for you in the future, you manifest those from that. But what a lot of people do, like imagine you want a beautiful relationship. And I said to you, okay, remember the last time you were really happy in a relationship when you were really loved. So you might remember, I don't know, 3 exes back or something, that guy was, or that girl was the best person that I was ever with. And we go through it. Amazing Six of Cups. And then we get to the end. And it's like, don't go to the point where things went to shit or when things went wrong. Stick to the part where it was happy and good. Remember that. No one's asking you to take that person back. No one's asking you to do any of that. In fact, if this is Six of Cups can indicate someone coming back from the past. But it's happy memory. So please don't worry if this is an evil ex. And it's not going to apply to everyone. Because trust me, there's plenty of people out there that don't want anyone to come back from their past. They're good. They want something new. And 10s anyway show completions of cycles. So if in your case you are dealing with an ex and whoever is, I will say this to you. The biggest mistake most people make when they get back with their exes is they try to treat it like they did last time. And you're not. You're two different people. I don't care if you've been apart a week, 6 months, 6 years, 10 years. That time apart and the fact that you guys went through this to be apart, it changed both of you. So get to know who the new yous are. Because if you tried to do what you did before, you'll just end up with the same result. So that's my advice to anyone looking to get back with anyone out there. That's the advice I always give. But like I said, that's not going to apply to everyone. But a lot of you, I feel like, and it's strange because everyone seems to be getting this kind of message. It's about starting something new. It's about going forward and doing something new. And this is the third spread, the third reading that I'm doing in this batch. And all three of them have had a court card that comes up in the future. So that's interesting to me. Very much about who we're becoming, who we want to be, how we're going forward. And for you, there is this push-pull of something shit happened, but then there was something good. And it's like how to make the two work. You've been doing this for a while. We have the Hermit coming up as the past, the foundation, right? Last week, last month, last year, doesn't matter. The card for Virgo. Now, what the Hermit can show is where we look within. Like you might have retreated, you might have gone within. You've been trying to figure something out. How do I feel about this? What do I want about this? Soul searching, right? Hermit is a very spiritual card. But the answers always lie within him, not where he goes. Like there's not really anything around him here. That he holds the lantern. Usually there's a star in the lantern, not on this deck. But, you know, the answers lie within him. And he has the power to change the situation. And I know it kind of seems quite negative with the Ten of Swords. But I'm going to repeat. That's already happened. This is the aftermath. You're trying to figure out where you go from here. Where do we go from here? Do you know, Sunners, I mean, I'll give you an example of what I mean by the energy I'm trying to explain to you. Not the situation, but the energy. Imagine you and your best friend, you have the most shittiest argument ever. Like you just have the worst argument in the world. And you're still friends, like you meet, but the next time you meet up, you remember you've been friends and that person's been there through thick and thin and you love each other and it's all great. But there was still that argument. And that's what the Ten of Swords is. So the atmosphere is still there. You're still friends. But it's trying to figure out, well, how do we get past this? How do we get past this thing that happened? And so that could have been where you spent time alone. You were figuring out, well, this is not my friend or that, you know, whatever. But where does it go from here? You now have a clear idea of what your happily ever after looks like. All that soul searching, all that looking within, all that trying to figure out what you want to do. Ten of Cups, have a look. Even the bloody cat looks blissed out lying there, right? And they're cuddling up, doing their kind of Netflix and chill thing in front of the fireplace. And this is whatever. Each of us has our own idea of what it is. But this is our happily ever after. When we're truly content, what our heart truly desires. The Nine of Cups, yeah, that's the heart's desire card. But I always feel with the Nine of Cups, I think it's what we want. The Nine of Cups is actually a very selfish energy. And like, nothing wrong with being selfish. I think we should all go for our dreams and stuff. Selfish is a much maligned word, right? But think about it. It's what we want. Nine of Cups is what we want. This is where we get what we need. And it's always about sharing it with other people. The family, the group of friends, the reunion, whatever it is with the Ten of Cups there. So I do, I mean, that thing that I gave about the example about the friend, there might have been an argument, and this is about clearing that up. But this looks good. There's an opportunity to make amends. There's an opportunity to be a group again. There's an opportunity. It might not even be you. It might be somebody else has. You know, childhood friends, in the family, something's happened. There is an opportunity for things to come together. With one difference. Which didn't happen before. You have had that loss of innocence. Whatever happened, this could be anything. It's so broad, the energies. But whatever did happen with that Ten of Swords, it's made you the Queen of Swords. Now, that's not a bad thing. She's gone through just about every difficult thing that you can imagine. You know, they call her the divorce queen, the heartbreak queen, the widow queen. She's gone through everything. She's seen it all. She lost her innocence, you know. But she remembers everything. And out of that, whatever she's been through, it's given her knowledge. She's turned all of that experience into knowledge. Now she knows who she is. Now she knows what her truth is. Now she's going to not do anything less than speak her truth. And you better not bring her any bullshit, because she will only expect the truth from you. She can come across as rather stern, very logical. She can come across a little cold, actually. But, if you're dealing with someone like this, and it is a bloody general reading, so let's, it can go both ways. I want you to understand, because the message is always for the person who's watching, right? And there's this need to understand that if you're dealing with someone, or even if you're coming across like that, as someone who's kind of cold, who, very logical, they're willing to support you and help you, but they just don't, they have that kind of, there's a bit of a detachment from the emotional side. That's why, though. Because they went through something. This person has gone through something. But they will speak the truth. They're not going to lie to you. They won't be harsh. They won't be cruel. But they just, they are a little bit more authentic than most people. And as much as people say they love the truth and they love authenticity, most people don't. Most people like politeness and fakery. Smile at me. Be nice to me, even if you don't really mean it. She doesn't do that. And I'd rather take the Queen of Swords over anyone, any day. Just be honest with me. It's fine. Might be uncomfortable for 5 minutes, but I can take it. And she's not gone through 5 minutes of discomfort. She's gone through all of this. But that's what it is. So if I want to say this, and I don't know why it's coming through like this, but I want to say this to you. For those of you that have been on the outs, whether with a group, a job, or some situation, or somebody has, right? Somebody has, it's general. It feels like there is a coming together here. They can come together here. But the communication has to be different, the style. There has to be this kind of honesty now. Even if you've known each other for the whole of your lives, it's a different way of communicating because people change. This has changed you as well. Now, if it's not about groups, because the Ten of Cups isn't only about that, it's telling you that out of this discomfort, out of this, whatever it was, the worst thing that happened, whatever it was, you now know what you do want. But there's 2 tens here. This is the completion of cycles. And so to begin something new, it's telling you to take the happy memories of whatever you went through, the joy that you felt, the great memories, take that with you. Go forward with your truth. And the advice is the sun. The sun is telling you whatever you went through here with the Hermit, because it's sat underneath the Hermit, that soul searching, you have seen great potential for happiness in something. Because when the sun shows up, it's a card of illumination. Everything gets revealed to us in all its clarity, in all its glory. It doesn't just get miraculously fixed. I was telling the Scorpios about this because they got the sun as well, but they got it in their present. And so the sun isn't that, oh my God, I'm just going to get everything that I ever wanted. No. Even the Ten of Cups isn't that. The sun is about seeing it. You see everything. And the example I gave the Scorpios was you go out into your garden at noon, the sun's out. It's going to reveal everything. Now you might see the potential. They're saying, oh my God, it would look so good if we had a gazebo over there. And it would look even better if there was a water feature. I'm not a gardener, you can tell. But, all of this kind of stuff. But it might also show you the weeds. Well, we need to pull the weeds out first. This is new ideas. This is creation. This is whatever you choose to focus on, you're going to give life to. You're going to give life to. But Sagittarius, I'm going to say this to you. Whatever this week, whatever happens, right? And for some of you, you will get a glimpse at the very least of, what makes you happy. There's an opportunity to do that with the Ten of Cups in the present. It's what you're going through. Some of you are just going to keep focusing on this. And I don't know what to tell you guys, the ones that do that. But those of you that can face and think, what would make me happy now? I know I'm in pain. I know I went through this shit. What can make me happy right now? Those of you that can do that, you will get a glimpse of the path to follow. You'll be shown, it will just be revealed to you because we have to look, right? We have to look. And it's very galvanizing because then you get this Queen of Swords energy, ready to go speak her truth, ready to be authentic, ready to go forward and get what she wants. And she'll only accept the truth from other people. She knows what decisions to make. She knows what questions to ask. She knows what information to get. She knows what to do with what people say to her. This is knowing energy. But it's looking for the potential first because these two lead to this. Future never just happens.